When I was in Texas at the Get On Motofest, I was able to have an impromptu interview with one of the PR people for Royal Enfield North America. And until I went to Texas to the Get On Motofest, I had never had any kind of an encounter with a Royal Enfield. I'd never seen one in the wild. I really knew nothing about them. And so I was able to ride several different Royal Enfields, my favorite of which was the Himalayan, and they seem to be phenomenal bikes. They're reported to be reliable, they're fun to ride, everything. But I had this impromptu interview with one of the PR people, asked some questions about the company, about the bikes. If I had known ahead of time that I was going to have a chance to do an interview, I would have come up with some questions. But I didn't, so I just did this impromptu interview. Hopefully you will learn something interesting or useful about Royal Enfield. And let me know in the comments down below what questions I should have asked the lady. So, with that, let me get into the interview.
As I say, I don't know anything about Royal Enfields. This is my first experience ever even seeing a Royal Enfield.
Oh wow!
And I figure a lot of people that watch my channel don't know anything about them either.
Yeah.
But riding it is like, it seems like an extremely smooth bike.
Yeah.
It just took me a second to get used to the mid controls because I ride a Indian Roadmaster, so I got the forward controls.
Yeah, it definitely takes some getting used to. So you rode the GT?
What about the copper one? What model is that?
Oh, the orange one. So that's the INT 650.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, and it's a fun little bike.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask a couple of questions about things like what your main market is. I mean, where you mostly sell them and that kind of thing, It's like a little bit about the company and I know you don't have a dealer anywhere too close to me. Tulsa, I think, is the closest you have.
I don't know where you live.
Joplin, Missouri, but yeah.
We have 2 dealers in Missouri.
I know they said they had one in St. Louis, but that's not anywhere close.
We have one in the Ozarks.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that might be closer to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're one of your salesmen was telling me that you guys sell that the company's based out of India.
Yeah. Our headquarters are in India. Yeah. We started in the UK in 1901, and then in around 1950, the Indian military was bringing over Royal Enfields to help with their military stuff, and then we opened up a factory there just to produce for the Indian military. There was a company called Madras Motors, and then once that happened and the UK factory closed around 1970, all manufacturing shifted over to India, and basically they were just really promoting it in the domestic market for a long time. And then when Eicher Motors bought Royal Enfield from Madras Motors, they decided to really put an effort into going global again, and the US is actually the first wholly owned subsidiary outside of India.
Really?
Yeah. So we've been around. We're the oldest motorcycle company in continuous production in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
I know. I ride an Indian, and I know the Indian has gone through hordes of different owners.
And we've actually built some bikes for them various times throughout history.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're. I know. I'm sorry. What kind of warranty do new ones have?
3 year unlimited mile. 3 years unlimited mile. Plus, we have roadside assistance.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Now that's pretty awesome.
Yep.
Unlimited miles. That's the thing a lot of people don't offer.
Yeah, I think our warranty is probably one of the best in the motorcycle industry right now.
That is really good.
Yeah.
And I think like one of the 350 or something, I would be like a lot of people don't hear a lot of people talking about what would be a good starter bike for people, and I never hear anyone mentioning the Royal Enfield.
Well, so the 350 isn't even out yet. So dealers get it next week. So
Okay.
we just launched it.
Okay.
We just did a media launch for it last month, and then dealers will get it in the showroom, I think, in about the next week or two.
Because I mean, even the 650 there, it's not. It would be manageable for, unless I wouldn't like recommend starting off on a 650 for like a teenager or something.
Yeah.
But an adult, you know, that's not just gonna like.
Oh yeah, no, I think, you know, so we market to, whenever someone asks what's our core demographic, I say everybody. You know, if it's someone that is a new rider, if it's someone that's just getting back into motorcycling, maybe they had a family, they had to sell their motorcycle and they're ready to ride again. If it's someone that's looking for a second motorcycle, maybe they have a big bike from another brand and they just want something to like cruise around the back roads or the city with. You know, Royal Enfield's a good fit for that. You know, for the Himalayan, it's really good for adventure motorcycling. So it's really opened up an audience because you have a motorcycle at a really low price point that's not intimidating, and the ease of use of the simplicity of the Himalayan really makes it, you know, available for everybody. So if we look at who's buying our motorcycles currently, there's not one specific age group or level of riding that stands out more than the next. So we have riders from 16 years old to a customer in Wyoming or in Idaho who's 90. You know,
So is it? Do you guys have any like? I know some brands do. Do you guys have any like rider training things or?
So
to try
we've
to
teamed
get
up
you?
with a lot of motorcycle safety programs. We used to sell something called the Classic 500, and we sold that into about 15 or 20 programs across the U.S. But now that we're launching the 350, we'll do a heavier push to get into motorcycle safety programs.
Okay, because I that's a good thing, because you know you gotta, to keep business going, you gotta keep new riders.
Oh, absolutely,
And
I think all OEMs should focus on that.
And I know Harley and BMW I knew did it.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of brands that work with motorcycle safety programs. We're not going to do our own school right now just because of, you know, capacity, but we do actively work with motorcycle safety programs and get them fleets so they can use them in them.
All right. What was your name again?
Bree.
Bree. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
No worries.
I hope you enjoyed that. This is the last video that I shot in Texas at the Get On Motofest. I haven't had a whole lot of time to do any editing or video or even much motorcycle riding other than to work and back and errands, because I've been working 50, 60 hours a week. So hopefully soon I will have a whole lot more videos up that fun videos. I have a lot of ideas for videos. I just haven't had a whole lot of time. So thanks for sticking with me and being patient. And I will do my absolute best to have at least one video up every week, but I'm shooting really hard to have two. So there's to hoping that I can have some time that's not work. So anyhow, thanks for watching. Ride safe and enjoy the ride.